Job searching after a layoff can actually make you money. I'm going to teach you how to get a job after a layoff so that you can avoid any employment gaps, minimize lost income, and start earning more. And also making sure that this blip of a situation does not interrupt your very successful career. Now, layoffs are very common, and trust me, you will bounce back. Just so no one feels like they're alone, let us know in the comments if you've ever been laid off before, yes or no. And if you were laid off, how long were you unemployed for? In this video, I'm going to share 4 things you need to do within 48 hours of getting laid off to make sure you don't fall behind in your career and you can land yourself a great new job, ideally before your severance pay runs out, so that you can get that sweet double pay and make even more money than you would have if you just kept your job. So the 4 things we're going to cover are processing the bad news, telling people about the bad news, offering out your services, and setting a course to your dream job. So first off, it does suck to get laid off, and we're not going to pretend that it doesn't. So on the day that you do get this bad news, take the rest of the day to process it. Eat ice cream, vent to a loved one, cry, sit on the couch, do whatever you need to do to process this information. We are not going to be able to forge forward in a productive job search until we've processed everything. And please, for the love of goodness, stay off of social media. We are not going to post about this to the world until tomorrow, and I'm going to explain exactly how to do that in a moment. So the day after being laid off, we're going to take to social media to share what happened with our network as kind of a call for assistance. And so on either LinkedIn, Instagram stories, Facebook, wherever you like to post, we're going to share something like this. It is with mixed emotions that I announce I'll be leaving company name after blank excellent years. Yesterday, I received the unfortunate announcement that I, along with many of my colleagues, are being laid off. While this is not a great place to be in, I'm also optimistic about what the next step of my career holds. If you have any connections with anyone in need of a talented blank professional with X years of experience, please feel free to reach out. I would love to connect. This will alert people to the fact that you are available, and all sorts of support will start coming your way. People may reach out with emotional support, and in a best case scenario, they may reach out with job offers. I personally know people who have received a job offer just by posting something like this the day after they were laid off. At very least, it certainly alerts the market to our availability, which is never a bad thing. Next, we're going to talk about how to use our network to get some immediate opportunities and avoid any gaps in our resume. But first, my friends, if you're enjoying this video, if you're finding it valuable, hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss another video from my channel as I'm putting forth all this incredible job search content. Now let's dive into the next piece of advice. Now I want to make it very clear that having a short gap in your resume of a couple of months is totally fine. But if you do want to dive back into work right away and avoid any gap at all, here is something I highly recommend you try within 24 hours of getting laid off. So once we put that call out to our community, we are going to send a message like this to a friend of ours who owns a business. Hopefully you've got a few of these. I know I do. So the message will say, "Hi friend. It looks like you and your business are thriving. I'm reaching out because I was recently laid off yesterday, and I'm looking to pick up some part-time work doing blank. I've always deeply admired the work you do and would love the chance to work together. Even if you're not able to compensate me fully, I'd be happy to have the chance to keep adding to my experience while I'm job searching. Let me know if you'd be open to chat about this." Now this could be a great opportunity for you to develop some new skills, help out a friend, and maybe make some extra money while you are job searching and getting back on your feet. You also would have a great opportunity here to ask your friend about using some of the skills that you've been hoping to develop and add to your resume. This is a win-win situation for everyone involved. And finally, we're going to build ourselves a little plan to get our career back on a more traditional path. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a list of 3 to 5 companies that we would really love to work for. Then we're going to search these company names on LinkedIn and use the people option so we can see people who work at these companies. Now, if you have any mutual connections there, we're going to reach out to them. But if not, just pick anyone who looks friendly and approachable, and we're going to send them a message that looks something like this. So the message would say, "Hi there. I'm reaching out because I am a huge admirer of company name, and I saw that you had built out a successful career. Is there any chance you would be willing to have a quick chat over the phone for 10 minutes or so? I'd love to hear a bit more about your career path and learn how it is to work at company." Now you might have to do this a few times before someone says yes. But once you do get a connection with someone and they're willing to speak to you, after you talk to them, you can ask them to refer you to someone else in their network and continue to build your relationships at these target companies from there. This is truly the fastest way to get a job at your dream company, because the more you talk to these people, the more relationships you build there, the more likely you are to find someone who is genuinely going to help you land a job at this company. Now, getting laid off just plain sucks, but if we're dedicated to our careers, we can get ourselves right back on track with a great new job, or maybe some freelance part-time work, or possibly both. Of course, to make any of this work, our resume needs to be in tip-top shape, so I'd highly recommend you check out one of my other videos on resume writing to make sure you are putting your best foot forward. I'll see you over there.